I could not think of a better woman to come on and be the very first guest for the first episode. She is such a powerhouse. She is so smart. She is hilarious. She is talented and has the biggest heart of gold of probably anyone I've ever met. Let me just tell you, this girl runs marathons, 26.2 miles, and she does it every year for us. And by the end of it, not a single hair is out of place. I don't see a single drop of sweat on her. I don't even see her out of breath. I'm totally convinced that she is superhuman. She is just the sweetest, the most adorable, positive ray of sunshine out there. I'm so happy that she's here with us tonight. So let's bring on our very first guest of the night, our very own Run to Defeat ALS coordinator and our volunteer coordinator, Sarah Brandt.
Hey, Susan. Hey, everyone. I'm so thrilled to be here.
I am so excited you're here with us tonight. Like I said, I couldn't think of a better woman to kick this show off with tonight. So let's get going with the fact I was giving people a little bit of information. I think you heard, hi, Sarah from KC 11. I was giving them a little bit of background for people that don't know what ALS is and kind of what the disease is, how it progresses. But for those people that aren't familiar with it, specifically what the chapter does, can you tell us a little bit about what the ALS Association and the Chicago chapter specifically does?
Sure, yes. So we are one of 37 chapters in the network. We are part of the National ALS Association. The Greater Chicago chapter, we serve those living in the Chicagoland area, Northern Illinois, and Central Illinois. Basically, we are there as a resource to those living with ALS and their families, caregivers, loved ones throughout the entire journey. We come alongside them. We have a team of care service coordinators, nurses, speech pathologists, social workers that really do get to know the family and help them through this with, home visits, virtual now, of course. Providing care services all free to those people. Support groups, we loan equipment. Again, just really coming alongside them throughout the journey because, ALS, it does progress quickly, it changes rapidly. And so, we're there every step of the way for them. And then in addition to providing that critical care, we also advocate for ALS on a local and national level. We're in DC annually to help with legislation and funding, which leads me to kind of the third big thing that we do is fund research. I think Susan mentioned, sadly, tragically, there is no cure right now for ALS, and there's really not a lot of treatment options. And so we need to change that. And so we fund global research because the goal, right, is to just end ALS.
Absolutely. And I love it. I remember at one of the events we were talking and some of the ALS organizers that had started this had said their goal is to shut the ALS Association down. They want to end it. They want, as soon as this cure is found, the ALS Association is gone because we will have completed the mission and cured ALS. That's going to be such an exciting day.
Absolutely.
You did say, and I want people to really let this sink in. Every single thing that you guys offer is free of charge. There's no charge to any ALS patient for these services.
Absolutely. Yeah, which is huge.
So everything that is donated, every dollar that is donated, every time of your volunteer service time, everything is to help people in need, and there's really no cost to the patients, and that is so amazing. I love it. How did you find your way out of all the jobs in the world, out of all the associations and causes in the world? How did you find your way to the ALS Association?
Yes, so I became involved as a volunteer. My grandfather, he was diagnosed with ALS in 2008. He was in Washington State, and so he was served by the Evergreen chapter there. I was here in Chicago, and so I connected with the Greater Chicago chapter. They put me right to work volunteering. I got involved with the Walk to Defeat ALS, and then it kind of slowly evolved into a part-time job where I get to, make this my life's work right now.
I love it. You got sucked in because once you're a part of this family, there's no leaving.
Yes, exactly. And, it's a family full of love and full of heart. It's not a family that you ever want to be a part of, sadly, but we are all there for one another. And I feel so honored to be, in this role and then part of this journey.
Mm-hmm. And I know you've made a difference in so many people's lives. So there's so many people that are so happy that you're a part of this journey for them. So you are the coordinator for the runs. Let's talk a little bit about that. What's the Shamrock Run?
Oh, yes. So that is a big part of my job is with all of these runs and endurance things and getting people involved that way. Again, ALS patients, they lose their ability to move their bodies. And so I think, finding people that want to move for those that cannot is really a beautiful thing. And so I do feel so privileged to be in this role. But we have, it's March, St. Patrick's Day, Shamrock runs. And so we have a few that we have folks getting involved in. And so they're all virtual at this point, but we have the Bank of America Shamrock Shuffle. It's an 8K run. There's a couple all community events that we're also charity partners with. Everybody's Irish 5K and the St. Patty's 5K, 10K, or half marathon. So if you're looking for something to fill your days this month and do it for a good cause, there's a few options out there for you.
Absolutely. And everyone's been stuck inside with COVID. So this is the perfect excuse to get training, to get out there, to get involved in a run. And you made such a great point. You're running for the people with ALS that can't do it themselves. And there is something really incredible about that. I've been in those situations, and I've been at some of the support groups where we cheer the runners on. And there is this aura and there's this spirit around just the family that we are running for. It's very exciting. What you're doing is just so incredible. I love this. Well, how can people find out more information? Let's say they get excited, they see this and they want to run, they want to sign up. Where are they going to go for that?
Yes, so you can always go to our website, alsachicago.org, and there's a Get Involved tab, and then you click on the run. You can email me direct, Sarah, SARAH, at alsachicago.org. You can call me, go old school. 312-932-0000. But yeah, so basically it's, letting us know that you want to do this, registering for the race. We'll provide you with some tools, some sweet swag, an easy fundraising platform so you can tell people what you're choosing to do. Again, not only are you doing something powerful for yourself, participating in a race, but then you're also doing it for a greater cause.
You are doing it for a great cause. And I love it. So you brought up, you get some fun swag. What is it like? So somebody signs up today and wants to become a runner for any one of the numerous options to run for our chapter and our team. What is it like to be a runner?
Well, we love to treat our runners to special things because, again, they're
superstar.
They're doing a lot for us. So we'll send them a little goodie bag in the mail. We can connect them with some training if they want, any help in that department. And then, of course, sharing their story with their fundraising, we can help them with that too. But yeah, there's always some fun goodies involved.
There is. And even I don't know if things have changed now with COVID, but the Chicago Marathon in the past, when I've been to those, I mean, you treat them incredible. There's masseuses there's massages, there's family areas that they can come in and watch the race from a nice, beautiful, sweet area. There's endless treats, snacks. I mean, you're VIP all the way.
Yes, not to discount anyone that does any smaller distance race, but the Chicago Marathon is like the grand finale of running, right? And so those folks are going 26.2 miles for ALS. And so, yeah, we really treat them right on race day, and we want it to be a very comfortable experience for them. So we do try to, get all that good stuff going for them on marathon day. So if anyone's feeling like that's something they want to tackle this year, October 10th is the race in person. They're full go for, planning. And so we are hopeful that that will happen and everyone can gather in the streets of Chicago. And we have 165 spots for our Team ALS charity runners. And so it's a great group and a special thing to be able to do.
Yeah, and those spots go really fast, surprisingly. I mean, in the past, those spots go so quickly. So that is something you have to get in on that now before they're all gone.
You do, yes. We're about half full, and we have about 2 more months to build the remaining ones. So yes, if you're thinking about it, if you're on the fence, let me know. We'd love to get you hooked up.
And then for people like me, because the idea of running in general sounds terrifying, I'm not going to lie, and especially 26 miles, it sounds awful. We have all these great walks. This is so fun. Let's talk a little bit about the walks, because that experience in itself, it's all the same excitement, but you don't have to run.
And that's exactly.
Because we actually have one. So our Chicago Walk kickoff is April 13th. So it's coming up. It's kind of around the corner. And it's a virtual walk this year because COVID is still messing everything up. It's still making things look a little bit differently. So last year, the walks had to transition into turning into virtual walks, and there's going to be that way again this year. But it's so much fun because you get to get out in your neighborhood and get the people around you, maybe get your family members, and you guys get to walk past around your neighborhood or a park, and you get to do it all together virtually with people from around the state. And that's coming up in June. But like I said, the kickoff is actually April 13th. So let's talk a little bit about the walks. Tell us about those experiences.
Yes. So it is, it's sad because we love to gather with all of our patients and ALS superheroes and supporters. And so because we're not able to do that again this year, we are spreading it out. So we're going to have mini Walk to Defeat ALS events all throughout the Chicagoland area. And you can read more about that at web.alsa.org/Chicago Walk. But basically, you register. We send you a really great superhero supply box, so you have everything you need for your mini walk day, and we are there to guide you throughout. And yes, we would love to welcome anyone to the kickoff in April.
Oh, Sarah, I just love you. I'm so happy that you're with the ALS Association. What you're doing.
Susan, we love you, and I don't know that there's any better person for this role as hosting Season Sunflower Hour. It's so exciting.
I mean, I don't know if you could have it. It's got my name in it, so I don't know who else could be Season for Season Sunflower Hour. I feel
Perfect.
They couldn't replace me in this.
Love it.
Is there anything else you want to say, especially since we have people from all over the world? What do you want to say to them?
I guess just thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for wanting to learn more about ALS and what our chapter does and how you can help make a difference. There is that hope, that brightness is on the horizon for what is going on in ALS research and development. And again, we want to care for those people that are going through their own ALS journeys. But most importantly, we want that cure. And so we can only do that through awareness and funding. And so that's what all of our amazing viewers can help us with.
Absolutely. Sarah, thank you so much for joining us. And I could just talk to you all night. So
same.
I'm forcing myself to kick you off because I really would stay on talking to you all night long. But thank you so much for everything. I love you. The chapter loves you. And thank you for your passion and what you're doing. You're really making a huge difference.
Thank you, Susan.
Chat soon.
Bye, everyone.